Oh no, not the Yankees. They're like, Barack is like, I'm there. And he was. Doing sign language. Fucking rock for the ball. And they found out that while he was doing sign language, he kept on using the same signs over and over again. The few real signs that he actually used. And apparently all he did was quote and quote and kept on doing it. And those things they asked after the real sign language to the time he was doing this. Right? That means greetings. Yeah? Greetings, kept on doing that. Another one he loved doing was circle. Yeah? Yeah? Circle. One of his favorites was smoking. Yeah? And every now and again he will get a little bit black.
We're not getting past this fence.
That's all he did, over and over again. Can you imagine that? Nelson Mandela Memorial.
This train. The tracks run to the red gate.
Hussein Obama.
We rammed the train into the
Yankees.
Auto charge set. Okay, yeah, but it needs room to accelerate. Try to back it up.
How's Americans? Nelson Mandela's man on the show.
5 seconds.
Through peace. You can free not only the prisoner, but also the God.
Hold your breath.
Nelson Mandela's man, he's beyond me. He's a legacy. A legacy I can never aspire to be, but we can all look toward. For me, Nelson Mandela, show. Sometimes in life, you gotta go the hard way. You gotta say the things that matter. And always remember to do what counts.
Somebody get on the train.
I can never be Nelson Mandela. Can you imagine how horrible it must be for every single deaf person watching that speech? Imagine what it must be like as a deaf person watching that at home, sitting there. It must be the craziest thing they've ever seen in their life. Deaf people just watching the...
Auto charge set. Nice to have a little help, huh?
Hello. Hello. What? Why are you talking about smoking?
Somebody
Why
started
are you
the
talking
train.
about smoking?
I'm back in the train. Give it some room.
You're talking about smoking. Why are you talking about sex? Why are you... This is the worst thing that can ever happen with this guy. The rock is a smoking problem. Look at this guy. What's going on? This is the worst thing that won't listen to anymore. This is horrible. It's horrible. Tell me what it's saying. Don't do this, man.
I've been saving this man.
Speech must be ridiculous. By the way, second time, I'm going to tell a joke about it. Only the second. I told one joke and I was starting You forgot that that's the name we gave our Premier League team. Not the nickname, that was our official name. We had Ama Boga Boga, Bafana Bafana, Ama Boga Boga. We called our Premier League athletes Ama Boga Boga, which means the broken things. A bunch of props. That is the worst thing you can call a disabled person ever. Ama Boga Boga. That is what we do. That's what we were previous to Oscar that time. That's the only thing I can think of. Don't you call that my trouble? How much? But anyway, I was doing a show for Amak Robocop. And because I'm there, I did no jokes. Disabled people or anything that could be seen as nothing. And after the show, I was meeting some of the guys and
What dead hazmat?
Hey, how you doing, man? How are you? Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. let me say, you know, one person, because they don't get it. So I'm totally impressed. I was like, oh, I didn't even notice. I said, yeah, cool, yeah. I didn't even know I just don't get an accent. That's cool, man. That's nice to meet you. He said, yeah, that's cool, man. I do have a question if you don't mind. Yeah, go ahead. How come you never don't joke about dead people? So I'm sorry, what? I don't tell jokes about dead people. So yeah, how come you never tell jokes about dead people? So, what do you mean? So well, you don't joke about everyone. Poor people, black, white, everyone. But I've never heard you tell a joke about dead people. Why? So you've never heard me tell a joke about dead people? Yeah. No man, not like that, you stupid. No man, you're an idiot. So no, dude, I don't know. I don't make jokes about deaf people. You know, why not? I was like, because I shouldn't make jokes about deaf people, because if I did that, then deaf people would be hurt and they would be offended. Why would we be hurt? It's not like we don't know we can't. I never thought, I thought I was protecting you. Protecting us from what? From nothing. We also want jokes. We deaf, yeah. We know we're different, but we still want the same things. I was like, yeah, but you know what's funny is you say I must make jokes, right? But even if you're cool with it, you know who will complain? People who can hear. Yeah, they'll complain on your behalf because that's what people do. They get offended for other people. They'll be the ones going, oh, Trevor Noah's an asshole. He made jokes about deaf people. So, why do you care? Because it hurts. It hurts. Like, dude, you're a comedian. Suck it up. Hey, it's easy for you. No, dude, just make the joke. If the joke is funny, people will laugh and then we move on. I was like, yeah, you know what, you say that. But then what do I do if they complain? Like, dude, if they complain, they complain. Okay, you know what, don't do the joke. Don't do the joke. And then, if they complain, you must do what I do. Like, what do you mean? Like, they don't listen.
One of the most fascinating things I read about recently, one of the most fascinating places, a place called Rochester, New York, where genuinely, this blew my mind, where they had a city which was basically dedicated to rehabilitating people who had escaped slavery, right? So black people who had escaped the South, got into the North, were rehabilitated at this place. Frederick Douglass wrote many of his works there. The suffragette movement kicked off there. It's a powerful, powerful little place. And like I was reading these stories, and what they would do is slaves would escape from the South, they'd make their way to the North, they'd get to Rochester, the Underground Railroad would get them there, and then they would rehabilitate them, put them on boats, and send them to Canada, so that they could live free. And I was like, it's a fascinating story, for two reasons. One, to remind you that there were a lot of good people, white people out there, because a lot of time I get angry at white people, and then I'm like, no, there's good ones, calm down. And the second part of it that was amazing was that they convinced black people to get back on boats.
Now, the first thing I want to talk about is how I end my music tracks. So as the imagery fades...
I never thought I'd say this, but Kim Jong-un up against Donald Trump is a strange situation because you don't know who the crazy person is. Kim Jong-un actually released a statement. The leader of North Korea, he released a statement saying, Donald Trump is a psychopath. I cannot work with him. Do you know how insane that is? For him to send a message about Donald Trump, where he's just like, guys, I'm wild, but I mean, I don't know this guy. And Donald is crazy. People ask me all the time, they go like, Trevor, come on, you're not being serious. I meet South Africans, they go like, Trevor, come on, man, Donald can't be that crazy, man, eh? Come on, you've got to give him a bit of credit, man. Something, guys, that guy's crazy. Then they'd be like, is he that stupid in real life? Then you're like, yeah. Then it's like, so is he stupid like Malima and them? Then I'm like, no, guys, Julius is smart, don't play those games. I know people get tricked by Julius Malema and Jacob. Those guys are smart. Especially Jacob Zuma. People get fooled by him, you know, because he's got that cute vibe. Always giggling. That guy is a master tactician. Look now, vote of no confidence. Survived again. People are shocked. How did he do it? How did he do it? If you watch Days of Our Lives, he's the Stefano De Miro of this game. Every day he wakes up looking in the mirror going, like sands through the hourglass.
So other days of our lives.
Right in front of us, but it's blocked.
And a lot of people make that mistake. I've realized a lot of people make that mistake. You think our politicians are stupid. Maybe it's because of how they speak. Maybe it's because of how they sound. Jacob Zuma's smart. Jacob Zuma was the head of intelligence for the ANC during the struggle. Jacob Zuma started the chess team on Robben Island. A lot of people don't know that. He started the chess team. Yeah. That's why he's so good with moving the cabinet around.
He's busy, yeah, Praveen, like that, because he's a horse. Check.
Donald Trump is not like that. One thing I'll say about Jacob Zuma, catch him in a corner, ask him anything about policy, that guy will rattle it off. He may not know how to read, but he knows what he's talking about. Donald Trump has no clue about any policy whatsoever. He knows nothing about geopolitics. He knows nothing about his healthcare. Every time Donald Trump answers a question, you know he doesn't know the answer because he answers it like he's a contestant in one of his own beauty pageants. That's how he answers it. Every time you see Donald Trump on TV, you can see he's making it up as he's going along. They'll be like, Mr. President, can you tell us about your healthcare rollout and how pre-existing conditions are going to be covered?
I know! We're gonna have so much coverage, folks. The best coverage. All the coverage. I'm gonna get it. All of it. It's gonna be so good. Great. Some people even say the best.
But how is it going to work?
It's gonna work. It's just gonna work, folks. It's gonna work. It's gonna be done. I'm gonna do it. It's gonna be done.
Down here.
And the people in South Africa and Iraq and the countries and health and insurance. And we're gonna do all the things healthy with the money and also thank you.
Found a way out.
Donald Trump is losing his mind. He's saying the craziest things.
We're gonna build a wall, and Mexico's gonna pay for it.
I love how Mexico's like,
We ain't paying for shit, man. We might build your wall, but we ain't paying for it, man. Stupid.
Donald Trump's just doing his own thing. Everything seems to be going wrong for him. Now he's getting ready to start a war, launch a nuclear weapon.
North Korea, they will know fire and fury. Fury and fire. Fast and furious. Tokyo Drift. Like no one's ever seen.
This guy's gonna blow up the world, people. He's not having a good time. So I correct people all the time. I go, look, man, say what you want about Jacob Zuma. He knows his policy. Yeah. Doesn't mean he's getting things right. Doesn't mean he's doing the correct things, but he knows his policy. You can't say they're the same. You know? And say what you want about Jacob Zuma, but he knows how to handle his ladies. Yeah. He doesn't have any problems there. Donald Trump, walking around in public, his wife smacking his hand away. Pah! In public. Do you know how embarrassing that was? Donald Trump was there, trying to hold Melania's hand. She just slapped it away. He tried to grab it, and she, pah! And then the second time, he tried to grab it, and she just did like a little thing. And everyone was like, "Are they okay? Are they fighting?" I was like, "Yeah, of course they're fighting. They're having a horrible time, completely horrible time." And you don't even need to see the video of the hands to know that they're having a bad time. I've had a theory for a long time that Donald Trump and his wife are not in a happy relationship, and I don't want to start any rumors, but I've noticed this. You know, I've noticed it in their speeches. Every time Donald Trump or Melania speak, it seems like they're throwing shade at each other. They're giving a speech, but they're actually talking trash about the spouse. Every time, all you have to do is listen to the subtext of what they're saying. For instance, Melania Trump came out. She made a speech about her platform as First Lady. In America, every First Lady gets to choose what their dream job is going to be, what they're going to be doing to help the country. Michelle Obama says she's going to help kids get healthy meals and workouts. Melania Trump came out, and what did she choose? She came out, no one forced her. She was like, as First Lady, I believe we need to fight against the cyberbullying.
all of the people on the Twitter who are saying the bad things, we need to stop them. We need to make sure that they cannot carry on what they're doing. I was like, do you know your husband, lady? And now I realized she was doing it on purpose. They were having a fight. Yeah. She probably got home that night, dropped her keys on the table. Donald Trump was sitting in the living room, turned on the lights. Hi, Melania. I saw what you said about me on the news. It was very not nice. Oh, hello, Donald. I didn't see you sitting over there. I thought you were watching the cartoons. You know I was watching the news, Melania. I watch all the news. Fake news. So what are you going to do about it, Donald? You want a war? You got a war. I'm gonna get you, Melania. You're gonna pay. Do your worst, Donald. Oh, it's on. I'm the best at worst. The next day he came out, gave a speech. What did he say? We've got to get rid of all these immigrants, folks. All these immigrants need to leave this country. Remove Melania. She went to a women's conference. We need to stop sexual assault. The men who are grabbing the ladies without their permission. We need to. I was like, yo, you guys need to sort your shit out at home, man.
I remember the worst encounter I had with the TSA was out in Burbank, California. Tiny little airport, and I was flying out and I was coming to New York, right? And so I'm in Burbank Airport and I go through security, and for some reason I was beeping. I don't know why. I walk through the metal detector, and I'll beep. Go out, beep, go out, beep, go out. And every time I have to take something off, I go out, beep. And the agent, he's just losing it. The whole time he's like, take that off, take it off. And I go like, beep, 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 beep. He's like, take that off, take it off. And I come in, he's like, take that off. He's getting more and more angry. I'm basically naked right now, and he's losing. Like, I felt like an underperforming stripper. It was horrible. He's just like, And finally he's like, you know what, just get out here, get out here, get out here. So I walks on the side, he's like, go ahead and put your hands up, go ahead and put your hands up. I put my arms up, and he whipped out a little personal metal detector. Yeah, it looks like a midget sword, right? But they call it the wand. That's what they call it, the wand. So he whips that out, yeah, because that $100,000 machine, that's play. Shit just got real. And so he looks at me and says, go ahead and stick your hands up, sir, and just keep them right there. So I put my arms up. He scans me. He's like, you got any metal objects on you? I'm like, well, what was that for? If you were gonna ask me anyway, then what was this? A foreplay to my honesty? What is this? Why? And then, as if he can't do this right, he calls for backup. He goes, I'm gonna need you, wait. Can we get Velasquez to gate him? Please, Velasquez to gate him. And he calls for a man by the name Velasquez, who I'm assuming was the best wonder that they had. Because he wasn't even on the floor. They called for him, and Velasquez emerged from the back offices of the TSA. He walked out, and the energy changed. People bowed their heads as he walked past. Everyone gave him a little nod. You could see he was special, and he didn't look like it. He didn't look like much. You know, Velasquez was a little Mexican man, very long mustache, big chest, and he was very short, really, really short guy. But he didn't feel short. Like, he looked short, but he didn't feel. I mean, like he had this thing. You know those short people that are so confident? It looks like they just chose to grow low. He had that energy. And so Velasquez walks down towards where I'm standing with my agent. My guy tries to apologize, says, I don't know what's going on. I can silence him with one move of his hand. He's like, oh, I go. He stepped up, he looked me in the eye, and he's like, sir, you got to stand for silence, I'm not get for that, okay? Don't touch nothing on the moving, okay? None of that. And I didn't know what he was saying. But I knew what he meant. And so I stood there, I raised my arms, And as I did, he whipped out his wand. He started using it all over me, and as soon as he did, I knew why he was who he was. It was the most magical thing I've ever come across in my life. The way he wielded that wand was unlike anything I've ever experienced. I felt like I was being blessed. I just stood there with my head down as he went all over me, just blessing me with his power. It was something special. It was like a force and energy. And so, like on the outside, you still heard that beeping. It was like, ee, but in my head, I heard a lightsaber. That's what I heard. I heard like, it was like, he was to me a little Mexican Jedi. And that's exactly what he was. He was my Mexican Jedi. Which, by the way, I feel would be a welcome addition to the Star Wars franchise. No, I'm a big fan. I'm a huge fan of Star Wars. I love Star Wars. I was super excited when I found out they'd be making another one. I was losing my mind. I went back and watched all the movies, and I came to realize that there's no Mexican Jedis, not even one. There's no Mexican Jedis. Which is weird. Because when you look at it, technically speaking, Star Wars is a vision of America in a distant future. So, surely it would be safe to say, judging by the current trajectory of Mexican people in America, I'm sure it would be safe to say that by that time, in a galaxy far, far away, there would be at least one. Just one Mexican Jedi. It's not even like it would spoil the story. Who knows, it might open up a whole new avenue. Can you imagine how different that epic scene between Luke and Darth could have been? Them battling it out on the Death Star. The moment of realization. What do you want, you evil man? What do you want from me? Luke, man. It's your father, man.
Oh my goodness. That was crazy.
But the pilots are calm, they cool, you know, you get into the air, they start movies, and I came to realize that there's no Mexican Jedis, not even one, there's no Mexican Jedis. Which is weird. Because when you look at it, technically speaking, Star Wars is a vision of America in a distant future. So, it was something special. It was like a force and energy. And so, like on the outside, you still heard that beeping. It was like, comes up, and he scans me. He's like, you got any metal objects on you? And they were, well, then what was that for? If you were going to ask me anyway, then what was this? A foreplay to my honesty? What is this? Why?
Trevor.
And then, as if he can't do this right, he calls for backup. He goes, I'm going to need you, wait. Can we get Velasquez to gate 10? Please, Velasquez to gate 10. And he calls for a man by the name Velasquez, who I'm assuming was the best wander that they had. Because he wasn't even on the floor. They called for him.
No hot drinks will be served at this time for your safety. Thank you very much.
What the hell?
Speak to you in a moment once we've gotten out of this bumpy patch.
Speak to you in a moment. What they're saying. For instance, Melania Trump.
Hold on.
Every time you see Donald Trump.
Hold on, I'm messing up.
Are they fighting?
Hold on.
And now I realized she was doing it on purpose. Donald. Oh. Comes up. He scans me. He's like, as he went all over me, just blessing me with his power.
Too hectic. The cabin crew will be taking care of you in the front.
Which, by the way, I feel would be a welcome addition. It was the most magical thing I've ever come across in my
Alright, I'm
life.
just trying to get to
The
the
way
part. This
he
shit is
wielded that
hella funny
wand
to
was
me.
unlike anything I've ever experienced. I felt like I was being blessed. I
Shout
just
out
stood
to
there with my head down
strategy.
as he went all over me, just blessing me with his power. It was something special. It was like a force and energy. So like on the outside, you still heard that beeping. It was like, ee, but in my head, I heard a lightsaber. That's what I heard. I heard like, it was because he was to me, little Mexican Jedi. And that's exactly what he was. He was my Mexican Jedi. Which, by the way, I feel would be a welcome addition to the Star Wars franchise. No, I'm a big fan. I'm a huge fan of Star Wars. I love Star Wars. I was super excited when I found out they'd been making another one. I was losing my mind. I went back and watched all the movies, and I came to realize that there's no Mexican Jedis, not even one. There's no Mexican Jedis, which is weird. Because when you look at it, technically speaking, Star Wars is a vision of America in a distant future. So, surely it would be safe to say, judging by the current trajectory of Mexican people in America, I'm sure it would be safe to say that by that time, in a galaxy far, far away, there would be at least one. Just one Mexican Jedi. It's not even like it would spoil the story. Who knows, it might open up a whole new avenue. Can you imagine how different that epic scene between Luke and Darth could have been? Them battling it out on the Death Star. The moment of realization. Luke. What do you want, you evil man? Luke. What do you want from me? No. Luke, man. Luke. It's your father, man. The pilots are calm, they cool, you know, you get into the air, they start making useless announcements.
That was so good. That was a good one.
Just give you that feeling that he knows what he's doing. You get up there as the seatbelt lights go boom. Ladies and gentlemen, as you may have noticed, we've reached our cruising altitude. Currently sitting at 23,000 feet above sea level. Cruising at about 720 kilometers an hour in the Spelling 737. One of our favorite planes in the Starflight Alliance fleet. It's a beautiful sunny day up here. We might encounter a few bumps, but nothing too hectic. The cabin crew will be taking care of you. In the front we've got Esmeralda and Jonathan. In the rear, Simon, Dipitsang, and Farah. I'll be taking care of you. And if you need anything, don't hesitate to call. I'll let you know once we begin our descent. Until then, please enjoy your flight. Thank you. You're like, oh yeah, pilot. My guy, pilot. It's cool. I just don't like the fact that they never let you know when something's gone wrong. It freaks me out because they trained to keep you calm no matter what's going on. And I noticed this because we hit turbulence coming into Joburg. There were hectic storms, and the plane started shaking, and you know, it wasn't like the calm turbulence. You know, it was that turbulence where people, you know, the knuckles get white when they're holding their, you know, because you know people try and act natural in the plane, they'll be like, and then they get to a point where they're like. You know when that point comes, and like everyone is panicking, except the air hostesses. They're amazing. I love how they do it. You know, like you'll hit the turbulence, and like things are falling, the bags are hitting the sides of the compartments. People are panicking, and except they just move through naturally. It's freaky. It's almost like the lower half is not connected to the upper body, because they'll just carry on. They'll be like yes. Like some coffee. Yeah. Okay. There you go. Be careful. It's hot. Thank you. Right there. Anything for you, sir? Yeah. Okay. Just got some apple juice. All right. Thank you very much. Would you like some ice? Nice. Thank you. You know how they do it. And then the pilot has the nerve to come out in the middle of the biggest storm ever. The plane is shaking, the wings are tilting slightly upwards. You think you're gonna die. People are screaming. Ladies and gentlemen, we've encountered some slight turbulence. We'll ask that everyone return to their seats at this point and refrain from using the lavatories.
Please note we will be flying at high altitude to try and alleviate the problem. Also, keep your seatbelts fastened, and no hot drinks will be served at this time for your safety. Thank you very much, and speak to you in a moment once we've gotten out of this bumpy patch.
Speak to you in a moment. That moment might never come. Who doesn't tell you this? When the nationwide flight lost an engine, the pilot said nothing. It just fell. Christ. I don't want a pilot like that. I want someone who lets me know. I want to know before I'm going to die. I want to know. I want to say a prayer or two. I want to prepare myself, you know? I want to forgive everyone that I hate in the world. Give me a chance. Give me a chance. But they don't, pilots. No, they don't. I bet people who die in plane crashes don't even know they've died. It must be the worst feeling in the world. There's like a whole bunch of confused people popping into heaven like... I swear these airports change all the time. I never know where to go. Are we in heaven? I can't believe we made it, hey? I can't believe what others have made. And there's St. Peter at the gates, and he's like, hey, come forward, please, come forward. Come forward. She's like, here you are, St. Peter. Yeah, I know, many people are shocked. Just come. All the time, just come.
Black man.
Just come. I just thought that, don't worry, just come, please. Just wait till you see Jesus, come.
Yeah, wait till you...
knows how small businesses like this one. This one, did you know?
Too early for this.
Self-employed like this driver.
Yeah, I use it. I don't want that. I want someone to let me know when I'm going to die. Like taxi drivers. There's no person who dies in a taxi not knowing that they've died. Just before the crash, taxi driver will be like, yo! People walking into heaven like, yo, dead. Dead. Yeah, no, show me that now. We're dead. Gone. Ay. They know. Sometimes they survive the crash, but they still think they did. Walking on the pavement, dead. But luckily we did land safely in Johannesburg. We landed safely and everyone clapped when the plane landed. Yay! Clapped and walked into the airport terminal building. And that's the point when you realize you're back in South Africa. When you fly, it's international. And then when you land at any of our airports, and if you listen carefully, you realize that you're back. Like South Africa, once again, the world went there, and we were like, no, go ahead. I will find just that side. Because all over the world, they conform to a norm, and that is in airports. Women make announcements. It's always a woman, always. And she's always calm, always monitoring. Always come up with that system. She sits in the room quietly. They bring her the pages one by one. You can be in Heathrow, for instance. You'll hear that woman come on the system. Doo -doo.
Attention all passengers. Please note this is an airport announcement. No passengers are permitted to leave any items unattended, as this may be seen as a security risk. Any unattended luggage will be removed by security and destroyed. Thank you.
Everywhere in the world, even if you go to like non-English speaking countries, they still conform to that norm. When you go to places like China where you wouldn't expect it, you know? I think I see some of you probably think they'll be like, oh, don't even laugh, that's racist, don't even laugh. Hey, no, that's racist, don't even laugh.
Oh, this guy's good.
They calm. It's a woman, still the same. She's just another language. She'll come on the piano and be like, doo doo.
才个是那些，从早考给学的，跑过学的，不哩其实爱为他过去，从早考给是谢谢你，嘟嘟。
And you know they've conformed. And then you land in South Africa. And you know you've landed. You know that you're back home. When you walk into the airport terminal building. You walk in, and I don't even know if they audition the people who do it. No. It's almost like whoever's closest to the mic gets to do it first, you know? Hands are lap, hands. The craziest thing.
My bad.
Luckily, 99% of the time it's a woman, but she'll come on. It's the craziest thing ever. As you walk in, she'll come and be like, doo-doo.
Attention all passengers. Attention all passengers. Hello, I'm talking to you. Hello.
No sexy voice at all, huh?
Go on, respond to people that are coming to pick you up. I tell them, yo, I get my plane is changed.
And then they start speaking to people in the background. They don't even turn off their mic.
All the my tell the people they are. I'm like, I tell them things. I want to tell them the I need to tell you the good thing. Yeah, I'm not me there. I need to tell you. Yeah, it's chicken. Yeah. Come on, I'm trying to actually price you. I'm trying to stick. Yeah, I'm trying to stick. Okay, yes, I can say that now. Okay, all the people is like one time, the gate is changed. It's not D2, it's C15. It's not D2, it's C15. If you can go to D2, oh, you can find nothing. Okay, bye-bye. But I look much in.
I've never felt so close to the possibility of disclosure. So definitely the Giants. You can't make up that kind of stuff. They've overcome.
Coming home, I get to see the stories from a different angle. I get to enjoy them. I'm so happy to be back. Like, everything is flipped on its head. 2 years. You know, guys, going away for 2 years is not a long time. And you come back to South Africa and everything has flipped on its head. I went away for 2 years. I come back and white people are on strike. I thought it was a Leon Schuster sketch. In the streets, white people marching, and immediately you're like, these people have no experience. No experience whatsoever. And white people, I'm not trying to minimize your pain in any way, but I'm just going to say, when watching it on the news, it doesn't have the same gravity of the march of black people and colored people and Indian people in South Africa. Because when people of color in South Africa march, you can see they want service delivered.
Brother up there.
When white people march, it looks like you're fighting for vitality points.
Check it out on Spotify, Amazon, Apple Music.
It's just not the same. And then I saw white people got offended because they said, we're going to launch a march. Zuma must go. Zuma must fall. We want him gone. And then black people didn't join. White people like, why don't they join? Why won't they join us? Yo, why won't they join? Because it's racism. Huh? We're marching for this country and they don't want to march with us because it's racism. That's why they don't want to join us. No, guys. Black people are not joining a march. It's not because of racism. It's because of rhythm. I saw white people protesting and I was like, even if I was on your side, I cannot participate in that. The best white marches South Africa had were 3 old white ladies who had the worst struggle song I've ever heard in my life. Sounded like a lullaby converted into a struggle anthem. Zuma must go, 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 Zuma must go. Yo, I can't march to that, guys. I don't even know where to begin. You realize a march is all about rhythm, right? 10% of every march is the issue, 90% is the beat.
Trevor Noah. Comedian.
When black people march, you need to encourage others to join. Along the way, you need to pick up stragglers. Just some people who get into the rhythm as you move past. Some guys are just there as you walk past. Host, give over, host, give over, host, da 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 da, host, give over, host, give over, host, da da da, host, give over, host, give over, host. Ah, people are joining. People are joining. It's got power.
Oh yeah, that's me.
You realize black people are marching from
Kalisuccess.
Soweto to Pretoria.
Dance. Catch me on Spotify,
You need a march that will move you.
Amazon,
Every
Apple
stride
Music.
has purpose in it. Host, 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 moving. Zuma must go. Zuma must go. Zuma must go.
Zuma must go. Zuma must go. Zuma must go. Guys, we're not even getting to Craig Hall like that. Asfigi. Marching with that song to Pretoria, by the time we get there, Zuma left by himself. Chilling there in his house in Dubai. Laughing. Did they only arrive just now? I was watching white people going, but why? Why are you marching? What are you guys doing? Yeah, now you want to do the hard work. Just pay someone like usual. This is when you should be paying. Just get a professional, a specialist. Just be there. Johannes, I have a lot of gripes with this country, and I've noticed that you have impeccable rhythm, and so I'd like to hire your services. I've got you. What's your feeling? I just want them to know that Zuma must go. Okay, got it. Go, go. That's what I wanted to do. Hire a specialist, people. Get it done. Song will get you nowhere. It's a frustrating time though, man. Guptas came and shook South Africa up, turned things upside down, made us question who we are as a people. I've been away for 2 years. I came back, and I'll tell you now, the racial tension is palpable. You can feel it. You can feel it. All of a sudden, everyone looking at each other in a different light. Like, damn, McKinsey did a good job. Because don't get me wrong, South Africa wasn't perfect, but it wasn't like this. You know, 2010 had us in a different feeling. We had a rhythm. We had a plan. And then all of a sudden, it fell apart. Now we're looking at each other. Shifty eyes. Separated. The Guptas did a good job. People are angry, and I understand why, you know. But sometimes I think people's anger gets out of hand, you know. Like I saw people fighting because the Guptas had a wedding at some city. And at that wedding, they only hired white people to serve them. And people were like, they're racist, they're racist. Okay, maybe they're racist. Or maybe the Guptas are doing what every black person dreams of doing when they get enough money. And that is hiring white people to work for you. Which black man in this audience can't say he doesn't remember the first time he went to a restaurant and he was sitting there? Some white guy came up to the table. Good afternoon, gentlemen. Can I help you with anything? Oh, yeah, we're just waiting for the waiter. You can send him over. No, gents, my name's Johnny. I'm going to be serving you guys today. Oh, you're the waiter. You're the guy that's serving us. That's correct, Dex. Oh, wow, look at that. Well, in that case, Johnny, let's start with the specials menu, please. Just rattle off. Guys, we've got a carpaccio on the menu, really fantastic. We've also got a seafood salad that's really impeccable. On the dessert side, the chef is doing something different with the creme brulee. And then our special lionfish of the day is going to be a hake, lightly grilled. Okay, thank you very much. Just give us a moment to chat about it and we'll see you in a bit. Johnny. All right, thank you very much, guys. Hey, can you believe it? Yeah? Can you believe it? On my beck and call. Watch this. Johnny. Yeah, what's going on, guys? Nothing. Carry on. This is power.
What are you doing on your phone?
I'm sorry, I left a gentleman alone in my apartment, so I'm tracking him to make sure he leaves.
You're tracking him?
Yeah, I track everybody. It's the NSA can do it, so can I. And he's gone. Sorry, what were you saying?
And it was a Sunday morning. I was in bed, still asleep. It was early in the morning, maybe like 9 or 10 o'clock. And the phone rings.
Yeah, buzz.
And it's my baby brother using my mom's phone. His name's Isaac. He's 9 years old. So I answer the phone. Hello, Chaba? Hey, Isaac, what do you want? How are you? I'm fine, thanks.
I'm also fine, thank you. I'm fine, thanks, and how are you, Isaac? I'm fine, thanks, and how are you? I'm fine, thank you. It's a pleasure. Trevor? Are you busy? Yeah, sort of. Why? No, because Mom's been shot. I'm sorry, what? Yeah, Mom's been shot and you're at the hospital. Can you come? Mom's been shot. Okay, what do you mean? Okay, yeah, of course I can come. Okay, which hospital? Tell me that. And he tells me the hospital. I'll drop. Okay, can you come? Like, he's too polite for his own good. He's too, like, can you come? Like, what, I'm gonna have to slot shot Mom into my schedule? Just find, coffee at 2 and then PlayStation at 1. Okay, Mom, we'll try. Come on, can I come? Of course I can come. I'm panicking. I jump out of bed, I'm running around, I'm trying to put my clothes on, some things are backwards, I don't even notice, I don't even care. Grab the car keys, but I'm looking for the car keys, I'm running around there, losing my mind. I jump into the car, into the streets. As soon as I get out the gate, the tears start coming out. You can't even control it. Just there driving, all of a sudden, I'm driving, I'm trying to hold it back, but then I get to the traffic lights, the robot is red, and I just let it out. It just calmed down. No, don't watch my window, no. Hey, no, hey, no, And then I'm driving to the hospital like a madman. I get there, jump out the car, my brother's standing there, the emergency section, I see him outside, he's just standing like nothing happened, looking around, I go, Isaac, what happened? He's like, Mom's getting shot, she's inside. So I'm like, okay, are you okay? He's like, Mom was shot, not me. No, that's not what I'm saying, you idiot, whatever, I'm coming back. So I run inside, my mom's in the prep area, all the doctors are standing around her, there's blood everywhere, I'm looking at the doctors, and just by the way, doctors are not as good looking as they are on those TV shows, eh? No, like they set the bar really high. Because I was shocked. I ran. I was like, what the hell? Sorry, that was inappropriate. What's happening here, guys? I'm like, sorry, you need to leave. I said I was sorry. Come on, this is what's happening. Like, no, sir, you can't be here. Please leave. I'm like, okay. So I go outside. The nurse comes to me. She's like, Mr. No, I said, yes. Okay, Mr. No, we've got your wife stabilized right now. And I said, my wife? She says, yes, that's Mrs. Snow, right? Yes, that's my mom. Oh, I'm sorry. I thought, why would you think she's hold on. You think I would, she's cool, but like, have you seen the girls? I should show you the pic. I'll show you the pictures afterwards. What's going on? She's like, okay, Mr. No, your mom's just been stabilized, and we're gonna have to start thinking about surgery. She's been shot in the head, and she's been shot in the lower buttock region. So this is a very serious thing. I'm like, yes, it is. Okay, so what's happening? Well, we just found out that she doesn't have medical aid. So what? She doesn't have medical aid. Now, my mom always had medical aid, always. But now it turns out she cancelled it a few years ago. I didn't know this. She cancelled it because she never gets sick. You know those people? I just never get sick. I never get sick, Trevor. I never, ever get sick. I don't know why I have this. I never get sick. Yes, but you didn't think of bullets. Now she's in the hospital, no medical aid. So I said to the nurse, well, what does this mean? She says, well, Mr. No, it means we're going to have to put her back in the ambulance and send her to a public hospital. I said, but she's bleeding now. You can't say. She says, I'm sorry, so that's all we can do. She has to go to a public hospital. Now I'm panicking. Public hospital? Normally a good place to go. But now what's happening is there's just misadministration of funds, like money's going missing, you don't know what's happening, they don't have the right equipment. Now I'm picturing guys trying to fix my mom. There's the doctor, give me a scalpel, we got a spare now. Okay, bring it. At least it's a shifting. Okay, let's try something. I'm stressed. So I say, well, what do we do without medical aid? She says, well, there's nothing, sir. So what if I give you the money? She says, well, you don't know how much it'll cost, so you can't, unless you give us your card, and then we just work from there. So we'll take my card. Here's my credit card. She goes, sir, it can get very expensive. I said, this is my mom. Use the money. Go. She goes, okay, tell me it's expensive. This is my mother we're talking about, I realized through all of this, I just neglected my brother. And standing there the whole time with his big eyes. So I'm like, hey, Isaac, what's on your mind, man? You okay, big boy? Trevor? Yes. Can I come to your house and play PlayStation later today? How are you going to ask me about PlayStation? Your mom has just been shot. You can't be asking me about what the hell is wrong with you, stupid child. You know what? You're never going to play PlayStation ever again. Ever. No PlayStation for you ever in your life. Ever. Go away. Go sit down and think about what you just
PlayStation, you're going to ask me, how the hell's going to ask me about PlayStation? The nurse comes back, she goes, okay, Mr. Noah, we just used 900 Rand for some blood tests. I'm like, okay, why are you telling me this? Yeah, because it's 900, this is my mom, use the money, go! She goes away, 900 Rand, how are you going to tell me about that? She comes back again, she's like, Mr. Noah, we need 2,000 Rand for some x-rays. This is my mom, not a pair of jeans, use the money, go! She goes away, I'm like, this is my mom's going to die. Asking me questions here, busy asking me, my mom's going to die, my mom's going to die, that's all I'm saying. And I say it, my brother hears me, he starts crying. I'm like, Isaac, I'm sorry, are you okay? He said, I'm not okay. You said I'm never gonna play PlayStation ever in my life. And I wanna play Need for Speed and now I can't play PlayStation. I'm like, you still crying about play? You have no right to cry, you hear me? You shut up, stop crying. You can't cry about this, you shut up. Now some woman comes out, she knows my mom's been shot. Now she thinks I'm telling my brother not to cry about my mom. She just gets involved, she's like, hey, you let him cry, okay? You let him cry. Some people express their pain in different ways, you let him cry. I'm like, I will not let him cry, lady. I will not let him cry. Many kids grow up without one, okay? This is none of it's fine. Like, you should go play in the park or something. It's not a time to cry right now. What the hell? You spoil your kids. That's your problem. You should take it away from them so that they can learn about life. You both shut up. All of you, shut up. I'm telling them this. The nurse comes back. She goes, Mr. Noah, we're ready for surgery. I'm like, so do the surgery. She says, yeah, but sir, this could get very expensive. ICU and surgery is very expensive. I'm like, lady, what is expensive? This is my mother. She said, well, anywhere from like 20,000 Rand to my mom, all the way to like 500,000 Rand. Yo, but she's lived, yeah? I mean, she's like, what, 56, 57? It's almost finished. I mean, you know? Even she says she's old. I mean, you know? And you said the bullets in the head, and head, it's finished. Yeah, because now that money, we need to pay for the funeral, and we need to buy scones for everybody. And this guy needs a PlayStation, and so I don't know. She's like, so we need to go ahead, otherwise we can't do anything. I said, okay, well, use the card, just use the card. We'll handle the debts. She goes away. I'm stressed. Because I've seen this happen to people. Go into a hospital, you don't have enough money, use your credit card, next thing you're in debt for years, and the person could die. Yeah, the person dies. And when they die, the doctor doesn't give your money back. No, he doesn't. Yeah, because he tried, and that's all he has to do. You'll get there and be like, doctor, did you win? Be like, wah, wah. And your money's gone. That's all I was stressed about. But the most amazing thing happened. Turns out, my mother wasn't that badly hurt. It was a miracle, really. The ass bullets didn't do much damage, because my family's gifted. The head bullets didn't hit anything vital, right? Other than the head, obviously. But it missed her spinal cord, missed the nerves, didn't touch the brain, went right through, missed the eye, hit the eye socket, and so deflected. And all it did was it cut a piece of her nostril off, just one side, and the bullet went out clean. Which means she didn't have to go in for intensive surgery, and her recovery was only a week. Yeah, a week, which was fantastic, because that means the bill was only 24,000 Rand. I mean, and she's alive, yes, but the bill was only 24,000 Rand. This is great, really great, because 25 was my cutoff. So, you laugh, but that's how much I've calculated I'm willing to pay my mom back. All the Ultramel custard I've consumed in my life. Everything else, none of my business, eh? Food, clothes, schooling, all of that stuff, I'm not paying. I hate it when parents say that to their kids, you know how hard I have to work for your bloody school and your clothes? I didn't ask to be born, that's your job. Please, you handle that. I asked for the Ultramel, we can keep a tab. Don't involve me in your things. And that's what I calculated, 25,000. Yeah, I would have been there, 24,750, I would have been there at the doctor. Eta. It's fine, no man, no, stop. No, you tried, no, it's cool. No, you tried it. No, just switch off there, switch off. How much? 250 left, we'll pour petrol or something, it's fine, just switch off there. You tried.
Oh, goodness.
It was fantastic. I told my mom about the 25, she laughed. She didn't know I was serious. And to show you what a crazy family we have, my mom's in the recovery ward. She's got those tubes in her and everything, and the IV. You know, my brother's in the corner bored out of his mind. And my grandmother's in another corner reading the Bible. And I'm holding my mom's hand and I'm crying. Still crying. This is a week later, I'm still crying. I've been crying the whole week. But I've also been using this time to cry for other things in my life. No, because as a man, you need to know when to cry. You loop it all together and you just cry at one time. It's like we cry in bulk. You gotta understand. We cry. Don't just cry one. Cry in bulk. I'm crying for everything. And my mom looks at me and she goes, shh, Trevor, shh, don't cry. I said, no, Mom, I'm gonna cry. You're shot in the head. She says, no. Look on the bright side. I said, what bright side? She says, no. At least now, because of my nose, you're officially the best looking person in the family. I was like, by default. That was probably the worst time ever. Is flying into America as an African during the Ebola crisis. It was the craziest thing I've ever seen in an airport. You'd walk in, there'd be tension, they'd usher everybody into a special quarantine area, ask you questions that they don't normally ask. The number one question they always ask was, sir, have you been in contact with Ebola? They'd always ask, sir, have you been in contact with Ebola? I love the sincerity of the question. Like there was a chance my answer could be yes. And next stop, Disneyland. What kind of person do you think I am that I'll still be embarking on a journey, having knowingly been in contact with the most deadly disease on the planet? Like, who do you think I am? That I'll be there like, I don't care! Booking.com has a zero refund policy. I'm going to Disney World, even if it kills me, Mickey Mouse, and everybody else, I'm going. Have you been in contact with Ebola? It always sounds like a distant relative. I love the phrasing. Have you been in contact with Ebola? Yeah, I spoke to him last week. It's doing well, eh? Thank you very much for asking. Ebola made flying a nightmare. One of the worst flights. I was coming from Johannesburg, South Africa, going to San Francisco. Flew, and then because of the distance of the flight, you have to stop over in Washington. And they change over your flight, so you go onto another plane, and then that plane takes you to San Francisco. And when we were changing planes, when we were switching over, the air hostess in the second plane tells the passengers that Africans are coming on board. And so because of this, they're going to be spraying the cabin with a light pesticide. No, I understand, like when people are afraid, they do stupid things. I get it. What I didn't understand was why she told them this as we were boarding the plane. Have the decency to speak behind our backs. Because we were walking onto the aircraft, and she takes her little microphone and she goes, ladies and gentlemen, please know we have some passengers joining us on a South African flight. They're coming from Africa. If everybody could please stay in their seats as these passengers find their place. We're going to be spraying the cabin with a light pesticide due to the Ebola crisis. And feel free to cover your nose, eyes, ears, and mouth. The pesticide shouldn't be harmful, but it may be. So if everybody would just cover up, and we'll be coming down shortly as everybody takes their place. Thank you very much. She says this as we board the plane. This is our introduction, Ebola crisis, and we're there like, hello. Do you know how hard it is to find a seat in a plane with people that think you're bringing them death? Do you know how hard it is? Like you're sitting there and everyone you go, it almost felt like that scene from Forrest Gump. Like as I'm walking down the plane, people are like, you can't sit here.
I got
no
tears in my eyes.
I'm just walking down trying to find your Jenny. Finally everyone's seated. We take off. Plane heads out to San Francisco. And it was by far the most tense flight I have ever been on. I coughed once. The plane shook. It wasn't even a bad cough. It was just like a little tickle. I was just like, the guy opposite me was like, Ebola! Ebola! I was like, oh, dude, calm down, man. Calm down. It's just AIDS. You're safe, buddy. Calm down. It's okay. Oh, I'm so stressed. The plane was tense. I had a bunch of food, no snacks. We finally land at the airport. The plane is taxiing to the gate, and everyone was waiting for that seatbelt sign to go off. Everyone was just like, it was more than normal. Because already, I never understand why people are in a hurry on a plane to get out of their seat. Like, because you can't go anywhere. Whenever a plane lands, everyone's just like, come on. You can't go, and you're gonna go there. That's where you literally go there. He's like, come on, boom.
hurry to go. You know who's even worse? The people at the window. You have no right to be in a hurry. You're sitting there like, come on, come on, come on. Boom. Yeah. Oh, that's good. Yeah. Yeah, pass me my luggage. Pass it to me now. Right now. Yeah. Yeah, I'm glad I didn't sit down for 2 more minutes. This is much more comfortable. Just stay in your seat. Just wait. Ebola made it worse. 100 times worse. You know, because now everyone wants to get out of the plane. Coughing, sneezing, you can feel the tension. And as we're about to leave, the air hostess comes back on the PA and she goes, ladies and gentlemen, back in your seats, please. Everybody back in your seats. Unfortunately, right now, we have a health and safety official that needs to come on board just to make sure that everything is A-okay due to Ebola. We're just going to make sure that everything is fine. So please stay in your seats, ladies and gentlemen. Again, apologies for the delay. She says this, and then this man comes on, a health and safety official, right? And he has with him a list of all the African passengers and a thermometer, right? A digital laser thermometer. And he comes on, and his job is to scan all the African passengers and get their temperature. And I think the way it works is like, if you're very hot, then you've got Ebola, right? So he's got the list, and he walks around, scans the passengers, and gets the thing, walks down, ticks their names off the list, gets the temperature, gets the names, temperature, names, finally gets to where I'm seated, and does the weirdest thing. He scans a passenger opposite me, moves to my aisle, looks at me, looks at my name, looks back at me, and then he just shrugs and walks away. Nah. Almost as if I wasn't African enough.
Growing up, it was always just put lotion on your elbows, just put lotion on your knees, just put Vaseline on your lips. I love Vaseline lotion. It makes my skin hot. It does give you that glowy feel, and also moisturizes as well.
I've never felt so conflicted in my life. Yeah, because don't get me wrong, like, I never want anyone to think I have Ebola. But I also don't want anyone to assume that I can't have Ebola. You don't know me.
You don't know me.
You don't know what I'm capable of. I could have all the Ebola in the world. And this guy just ignored me. He walks away. I'm there trying to cheer myself up. Like, chin up, Trevor. You can have Ebola. Chin up, kid. Come on, come on, come on. You can have Ebola. And he walks to the back of the plane. He scans the rest of the passengers. Gets to the tail. And he realizes he's now missing a name. So he looks back through the plane, can't figure out what's going on. I know it's me. I know it's me. But I'm not going to help him. Yeah. He had his chance. He had a good Ebola man, and he let him go. And so I watch him panic. And as he panics, the air hostess comes back down the plane. She goes, hey, what's going on? I need to get the people out of here. He goes, yeah, I know. I got a problem on the Ebola list. I can't figure out where the passenger is. And she's like, yeah, I got to get the people out. He's like, look, I know this is killing me as well, but I just got to figure out. She's like, yeah, if I don't get them out, I'm dead. I got to get the people going. He's like, yeah, I know. Just calm down. Just give me a second. And now, when I can feel the tension building in the plane, people start whispering, there's murmurs going around, because some people are hearing pieces of the conversations, like broken telephone as it goes down the plane. All they're hearing is, yeah, Ebola, killing me, people. It's like, yeah, Dad, everybody out of here, Dad. And like, you feel the tension. People start looking at each other. The guy opposite me didn't even hide it. He was like, it's you, Ebola, it's you. I was like, dude, I do not have Ebola. Stop saying that. Stop saying. He's like, it's you, damn it, it's you. You're really coughing. I was like, shut up, I'll cough on you. I'll cough on you now. He's like, what? I was like, I'll cover. He's like, what? I'll kill you. I was like, I'll kill you first. Everyone on the plane starts losing. The people are going crazy. Everyone is stressed. People want to leave. And in the middle of the chaos, in the midst of all of this, I'll never forget, a Middle Eastern man, maybe 4 rows behind me, dressed in very traditional garb. He stands up and he sticks his head into the conversation being had between the air hostess and the safety official. And he goes, excuse me, pardon me, sorry to interrupt, I couldn't help noticing what you are talking. I just want to say, maybe you want to check. I noticed that gentleman over there was coughing a little bit. The man, he never wrote anything for him. I thought he was wearing a hood, something about him, I don't know, something. Just made me a little bit uncomfortable. I thought maybe you want to check there. They say, you know what they say, see something, say something, yeah. Just maybe you check there.
I did go to Zambia though. Fantastic place, Zambia. Went there, visited the place, had a good time. While I was there, I had a chaperone who really made my trip. His name was Adinani, a sweet guy. And his job was to get me accustomed to the Zambian culture. You know? And every day he'd give me a new piece of information, some more interesting than others. Like one day he looks at me and he goes, Chaba, you know Zambia is a very, very conservative nation. Huh? I said, oh, okay. He said, yeah. So please, stay away from profanity. So, okay, I can do that. So, I assumed he meant swearing, right? But I didn't say anything because I wasn't sure if he meant a person or swearing. I wasn't like, no, because in Zambia people have names like profanity. So that's how I laughed when I met Screwdriver, eh? That's the same way I laughed. Yeah, because you see, in South Africa we have African names you can translate, like happiness, blessing, hope, those kinds of names, right? But then in Zambia, people give their names, like their children, they give their children names of everyday English words, anything. So like table, chair, car, house. Yeah, you see like this, you just have to get used to it. It's very hard, but you have to keep a straight face. Which was difficult because I met a mechanic who had sons named Brake and Clutch. And that was not, especially when Brake was running around causing chaos. And his dad was there like, stop it, Brake, stop it, Brake, stop it, Brake. And I was like, hey, stop it, Brake. But you have to get used to it. It's a cultural thing. And so you have to respect it. And the second warning Ali gave me was even stranger. We're driving through Lusaka, the capital. And Ali looks over at me in the car and he goes, Chaba, you know here in Zambia, we are a very God-loving nation. So, okay, Ali, that's a good thing to know. He says, yes. So while you are here, don't be gay. So what? He said, I know it can be tempting sometimes, but don't do it, huh? Don't be gay. Don't be gay? I've never been warned of this in my life. Don't be gay. I agree. Don't be gay. Don't be gay. Don't be gay. Crazy warning to get. But then I found out why Ali was warning me. Turns out in Zambia, being gay is illegal. If you are found to be gay, you will be arrested and sent to prison for more than 30 years. Yeah. Which is a bit of a weird punishment. When you think about it. I mean, I'm not saying gay guys would enjoy prison. I'm just saying if I was gay, that's not the worst thing you could do to me. I'd be like, you're going to jail. I'd be like, oh no. Don't be gay. I couldn't believe this. Gay is a crime in Zambia. Which got me thinking, if gay is a crime, that means the police have to monitor it. They actually have to police gay. Yeah. Which means in their police force, they have a gay division. It's a crime. It's a crime. So that means they've got a murder unit, they've got a robbery unit, they've got a white-collar crimes unit, and then they've got a gay unit. Huh? Yeah, they've got a little G unit in their police force. That's responsible for all things gay. That must be the most fun police force to be in the world. You get to go undercover, dress up really nice, get in touch with your flamboyant side, just have a good time. I bet the sergeant's there every morning, briefing his detectives. Good morning, detectives. Welcome, everybody. Today we will be launching a sting operation. We have just been informed of a fashion show that will be taking place. And as you know, the gays cannot resist the latest trends. Therefore, we will be in full attendance to apprehend each and every one of them. Let us make sure we are here. Detective Chipua, present. Detective Table, present. Detective Mungai, present. I think he's in too deep. How do you police gay? Do they stop you if you look suspiciously gay in the streets? You know? I mean, gay doesn't have a look, but maybe you've just got a bounce about you. Maybe you just have like a bit of pizzazz, maybe, you know? The police pull up there and they're like, woo! You over there! What is the purpose of that flamboyant scarf? Put your hands up! Turn around! Don't tempt me! Don't tempt me! You're going to jail. How do you police gay? Do they have roadblocks, like for drunk driving? Do they have gay roadblocks? Just stopping people in their car? Good evening, officer. Good evening, sir. License, please. Thank you very much. Mr. Stylish, huh? Tell me, sir, have you been gay this evening? What? Oh, no. I have not been gay. No. In fact, I don't gay at all. I see, not even one or two? No gays for me, no gays for me. Okay. Then tell me, sir, what is that I can smell on your breath? Is that balls? No. I don't even eat chutney, no. So you are not gay? No, not gay at all. Then sir, can you please blow into this? Don't be gay. I was not gay while I was in Zambia, so I had a good time. Went around, saw the people. The highlights of my trip came when on my day off, I asked Ali for suggestions. Ali said to me, maybe you should drive around Lusaka, meet some of the people, just have a good time. I said, Ali, I want to do something special. I said, okay, well in that case, maybe you can go to the mall. And if you are lucky, maybe you can ride the escalators, huh? So what? Yeah, I'm not promising anything. But if you are alien, maybe you can go once or twice. So escalators, I know, mind blowing, huh? I thought he was messing with me. Until I found out people in Zambia go to the mall just to ride the escalators. Seems ridiculous until you understand the backstory. When we were in Zambia, there were only 5 public escalators. 5 in the whole country. The first escalator was built in August. Not August 19. No. You guys remember August? You guys remember that? They built their first escalators ever. Yeah. And so now it's all the rage. People go to the mall just to ride escalators. Yeah. But now, I don't want you to picture like some dusty village. That's not what Zambia is. It's a beautiful place. They develop it just as we are. They've got roads, they've got airports, they've got beautiful hotels, stunning shopping malls. They've got everything we've got, even faster internet. They just never had escalators. And now they started building them. And because of that, people go there and they spend a day riding escalators. Yeah. Dads will go home and fetch their kids. Children, we are going to the mall. To do what, Daddy? To do shopping. And to ride the escalators. Yay! We couldn't believe this, so we went to the mall, right? We get to the mall is empty. Escalators are packed. People are standing in lines, going around, doubling back on themselves. There's old people, young people, even couples. There were couples. Guys that actually picked up women by saying, I'm going to take you to the escalator, girl. Ooh, you're so fancy, eh? Escalators. Some people didn't even know how to ride the escalators. Kids were easy, they just jumped on. Old people would panic. There was one guy who got on the escalator and it was going up. And I guess to compensate for something in his mind, as it went up, he started leaning. He fell down. He was hurt so badly. Oh, it was fantastic to watch. We spent like 3 hours doing this, just watching people riding escalators. And you know what? Our patience paid off. Because in hour 3, the most fantastic thing happened. A school brought a class of children to the mall. And their excursion was just to ride the escalators. It was magic. 30 kids, about 5 years old, cutest things, wearing their little black and white uniforms. And they're standing there together holding hands, and they were so excited, so shining. Not from excitement, that Vaseline.